Breton literature may refer to literature in the Breton language of the broader literary tradition of Brittany and the three other main languages of the area, namely, Latin, Gallo and French, all of which have had strong mutual linguistic and cultural influences. Leiden manuscript. The oldest surviving manuscript in the Breton language is kept in Leiden University, Netherlands, and predates by more than a century the oldest text referenced in French. It is generally assumed by specialists that this is the most ancient text in a continental Brythonic language and was studied by the late Professor Elie Couteau en Floreat. The manuscript itself is a fragment of medicinal recipes composed of plants, suggesting that Breton may well have been used by people of learning at the turn of the 11th century. The Breton Gospel. Although written in French, the Breton Gospel is an important literary work in terms of the wider scope of Breton culture. Amongst other things, it attests to a high degree of learning and, presumably, monasterial wealth in Brittany comparable to that of Lindisfarne and Kells. The Gospel Book manuscript, dating from the 9th century, contains the Latin text of the four Gospels, along with prefatory material and canon tables, an interesting admixture of traditions. The Breton Gospel is similar to the form of Carolingian minuscule developed to Tours, one of the classicizing centers of the Carolingian Renaissance, and although the form of the larger illuminated letters that form the beginning of each Gospel are comparable to those found in Carolingian manuscripts, the decoration thereof is far more similar to insular manuscripts such as the Book of Kells and the Lindisfarne Gospels, suggesting a continuum of cultural tradition. However, the decoration here is simpler and more geometric in form than that to be found in insular manuscripts. The beginning of each Gospel is preceded by a full miniature of the appropriate evangelist symbol, and the vellum folios themselves measure 32.5 by 23 centimeters. Glosses. Another early known piece of Breton literature is found in the margins of a 14th century Latin manuscript, scribbled by a scribe weary of his toil and mind on more immediate concerns. He left for posterity a four-line love poem, the first two lines beginning, "And Gwen Heguenim Luenas and Hegarat and Licat Glass the fair one, her cheek glad and me, the lovable one of the blue eye." Breton poetry. The main principle of Breton poetry is that the next to last syllable in a line should rhyme with one or more other syllables in the same line. For example, in the first line above, "n" is the second to last syllable, which rhymes with Gwen and Hegwen. In the second line, "at" is the second to last syllable, which rhymes with Hegarat. There are several texts from the 15th and 16th century. Destruction of Jerusalem, fragments. Life of St. Gwenole, fragments. Dialogue between Arthur and Gaimglath, a very badly damaged 247-line poem passed down through multiple generations of copies. Life of St. Non and her son Devi. Buffa Sante Barbara, a mystery play on the life and miracles of St. Barbara.